All right, hello boys and girls. Today we're gonna discuss making an optical illusion picture. I have pencil first, and we're just gonna write our name at the bottom. So I'll write Miss Ropp. You guys write your name. And then our first step is to take our hands and we're going to trace our hand on the paper. You want just a little bit of your wrist showing, but mostly your hand in the center of the paper. So I'm gonna take my pencil and I'm gonna outline my hand and trace it very carefully and very slowly around each finger. I have a ring there, so it's kind of showing a bump, but that's okay. And I'm just going around my hand to get my hand on the paper. Oh, look at my ring there. I'll have to kind of even that out a little bit. Maybe erase that. I don't want to look like I have lumpy fingers. All right, so once you have your hand drawn, you are ready for your ruler. Our basic goal here is to make an optical illusion hand. We're gonna make it look like our hand is popping off this paper. It's an illusion. It's not really happening, of course. But our drawing and our art today is gonna look like it is. So the way that we're gonna do that is we're gonna use a ruler and we're gonna draw lines across our paper straight. When we get to our hand part of our picture, since we just outlined it, that hand is going to have curved lines to look like it's popping up. And I'm gonna show that to you as we go, but I'm just kind of explaining it first. Now, with your ruler, you're going to make sure that it's straight across the paper. The best way to do that is to line the edge of your ruler, this one right here, with the edge of your paper so it's straight. Now, I'm gonna take the ruler and I'm gonna go across my paper and I'm gonna move it down, shift it down a little at a time. I want it spaced probably about a centimeter of space all the way down. So I'm just gonna continually use my ruler to make these nice straight edges across my paper. You want them to be pretty even. That's important to do also. Even lines across the paper. Now I'm getting really close to this finger, the first finger here. So I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna go on the other side and continue. Now where this line touches this finger here, I'm gonna just curve that line, almost like that line is now going over my fingertip. And let's go ahead and do the second line, the next line, I'm sorry. Let's stop at the finger and go around it. And where these lines are, I'm gonna curve the line and connect it to the other side. Do you see how I did that? Okay, so let's try this again. I'm gonna make a line, but I'm gonna stop at the fingers and go almost like you would a ground line around the object, right? And then where these lines are, you're going to connect them with a curved line, which would be the form of your finger. So we're gonna go across that line. Do you see what's already happening?
Yeah.
Do you see how it looks like that hand is kind of coming under that paper because it's curved right there? So I'm creating an illusion that that hand is underneath the paper and it's causing that curve to happen. Just like that. Do you see that? All right, so I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna make sure all my lines are even. I'm gonna make sure I stop in between each finger and go all the way down my paper. So let me just do this last one. Notice that I'm also making the lines parallel when they curve. So like this line is very close to the same way that I did this other line. So it looks really even. I'm gonna continue this with my pencil all the way down the paper. Even when I get to the hand part, let me just show you an example of that line. So I take the line, I stop at the hand and go to the other side. And for my hand or wrist area, it's just gonna be a curved line all the way connected to that other one. Okay, so your lines are gonna be parallel and consistent with the hands. And you are going to have this part all filled in. That's going to be all filled in with your lines and curved lines looking just like that. All right, so we're going to stop it right here, and then I'm going to continue in showing you how it fills in with the marker. That's the second step. So you're going to fill in all these lines, have it curved once it hits the hand part. Thanks.